up to West Campus.
We take you to a festival to get in the fall mood.
And pumpkin carving for your Halloween decor.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas.
Good morning, Texas. I am Jillian Gayer.
And I'm Rachel Melanson. Welcome to our Halloween extravaganza. Well, it's almost Halloween. How are you doing, Jillian?
I'm excited for Halloween. Lots of things going on right now. Midterms for students, which is obviously overwhelming, but this weekend is Halloween, so lots to look forward to as well.
I know exactly how I'm feeling. I'm like, I have so much to do school-wise, but everyone's like, come on, it's Halloween. Let's eat some candy. Let's have some fun. But I'm like, candy, I don't even have any food in my pantry because I'm like so busy.
I know. It takes so much effort to go grocery shopping, especially when you don't have a car.
Yeah, and I've actually been eating a lot of acai bowls lately, and you know what? Acai bowls are on the rise in West Campus thanks to two UT students. Our reporter Brady Anderson discovered how classmates turn to business partners.
We're here at Austin Acai Company, a food truck run by students for students. We talked to the owners to find out what it's like to be a full-time student while also owning a business.
Austin Acai Company was founded by Preston Brown and Alex Yang.
One day I was sitting at an acai place in downtown, and me and my buddies were throwing around business ideas, and we said, why can't we do this?
It's kind of a strange process. We didn't really plan out too much. I just met him in accounting class, and we got to talking like, hey, why are you in accounting? And we were both in there because we wanted to study business, and we both wanted to study business because we wanted to open our own business.
The truck opened in May of 2016.
So first, figuring out the recipes was what we did and what it was going to cost us per bowl, and then determining what we were going to sell them for. Next was getting the trailer built. A friend of mine knew a guy that builds trailers out by the airport. We got a business loan through him, as well as our personal money that me and Alex had, and we were able to get the trailer to be built. Owning a business and being a full-time student is hectic. Like, I would say I spend definitely more time in the business, and so I don't know, I spend a lot of time not focusing on school, which affects my grades. I've learned that it's almost easier than you would think. Very exciting and very rewarding, like very passionate about making sure my customers get a good product.
The company hopes to expand to more locations in the future. I'm Brady Anderson. Good morning, Texas.
Acai bowls are so good, and it's so great that we have this option, this truck right near campus, because I know we have Blenders and Bowls, but that's all the way downtown.
I know exactly. Like when I go to Blenders and Bowls, which I've only been there a few times, because of the parking, which you have to pay for parking, and this I can easily walk right across the street.
It's so great that we have this, and it was started by students, so that's pretty cool as well.
I know. I'm thinking I want to support these students so that maybe in the future they'll support me, and I'll have an income as well.
In some way.
In some way, some kind of way, you know.
Yes, and in the spirit of fall, let's talk about this upcoming season in the festivals. Fall means fields filled with potential jack-o'-lanterns, spooky scarecrows, and a 7-foot-tall maze. Tina Rico shows us where you can find these fall festivities and get lost in the fun.
Good shot.
Fall is in full swing. From stuffing your own scarecrow to picking out pumpkins, hundreds are heading out to nearby fall festivals. At Sweetberry Farms in Marble Falls, kids and adults can paint pumpkins, take family photos, or even feed some goats. For many families, the fall festivals are a tradition. The Wyatt family says getting to spend time together is part of what keeps them coming back.
So we moved here in October 2008, and we had heard about the pumpkin patch, and she was just a baby, so we brought her and tried to keep up with the tradition every single year, come and do the face painting and pick out the pumpkin.
Farm employees say they can get about 2,000 to 4,000 people each weekend and have seen many customers return year after year.
Some of our employees actually started coming here with children, and now their children are grown and they're out here as employees of the farm.
And if you're thinking of coming out to a pumpkin patch, you might want to try wearing casual clothes and closed-toe shoes so you can pick your pumpkin comfortably. Once you're in the field, whether you want a pumpkin to eat or decorate, you will have plenty of options so you can pick your perfect pumpkin. Take a walk through a tunnel under Farm to Market Road 1980, and there's even more to see. If you are looking for something a little more challenging, try going through the Texas-shaped maze. First-timers Elisa and Carrie say they are nervous to go inside a maze this tall, but they are happy to have a short getaway trip to the simplicity of fall.
I heard it's like a long journey, so I'm nervous I won't make it.
to Texas, so kind of figure our way through it.
Tina Rico, Good Morning, Texas.
Tina looked so cute out there at the pumpkin patch.
I know, I love when she catches the pumpkin.
Yes, I was like, oh my goodness, I would have failed. We would have had to do it like 10
I would have done
times.
20 takes for that. I can't catch it.
Yeah. Have you done anything fun for the Halloween festival so far?
Well, I haven't gone to a pumpkin patch or anything like that, but I did go to the House of Torment, which is like the scary haunted house. Almost peed my pants, but I made it out alive, so I'm here, we're good. But
I don't think I'm going to try that.
rough.
Yeah, I get scared watching the news. Ironically, here we are at the news desk, but I get scared when we watch the news, so I don't think I'm going to try out that. I think I might just go back to the pumpkin patch.
Well, you know, they say it's the scariest haunted house in America, so you got to be prepared if you're going to do it. If you're not all in, then maybe not the best idea.
The fact that you just said it's the scariest makes me thank you. That's going to solidify that I'm not going to go. I'm not going. I think I'm going to go to the pumpkin patch and get a pumpkin. And what better way to celebrate the holiday than pumpkin carving with the pumpkins from the pumpkin patch? Reporter Jessica Taylor and Isabel Miller show us step-by-step how to carve the perfect pumpkin.
Hi, I'm Isabel Miller.
I'm Jessica Taylor.
And today we're going to teach you how to carve the perfect pumpkin. You're going to need a bowl to put all the stuff that's inside the pumpkin somewhere, a scooper to scoop, or you could just use your hands, which is probably what I'm going to do. A little knife to carve out the little design that you want, and then a larger heavy-duty knife to carve the top circle. Okay, and now that we've taken the top off, we're going to scoop out all that gunk and that seeds that's inside. You can use a little scooper like this, but honestly, I'm just gonna use my hands because I don't think I'm gonna get it out with that little spoon.
This is like a horror film.
Like the guts.
Yeah. What's our next step?
All right, so you have to think of a design that you want. That's like super important. I'm gonna put GMTX on mine. What are you gonna put on yours?
I'm gonna put a longhorn on mine.
Perfect.
Very cool.
What better things?
So there's a lot of different ways that you can carve your pumpkin. You can use Sharpie and outline it, or I know a lot of people like to print out pieces of paper with their design and then put holes through. So it doesn't matter, whatever would be easier.
Yeah, any way that you think is good for yourself. If you're more artistic, you might want to draw it out, or if you have no artistic skills, kind of like me, then you might want to print something out.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and freehand it. I'm feeling it.
You know what? Just gonna go for it. We'll see how it goes. So this is what the final product looks like, and you can be old-fashioned and put a candle in it, or you can be the millennials we are and use your phone.
I think they turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I think they're really cute. We definitely have to put this one outside of GMTX for everyone to see.
Well, no matter how they turn out, it was a fun thing to do. We recommend you go out there and do it. So for Good Morning Texas, I'm Jessica Taylor.
And I'm Isabel Miller. Have a happy Halloween.
These pumpkins, we have them right here to show you. They look so amazing. I don't know what kind of artistic talent you need, but I definitely don't have it.
I know. Honestly, if I wouldn't be able to cut the hole in the top.
Me neither.
Let alone open it.
And I wouldn't know what to do with all the stuff in it, the seeds in it. I'd freak out.
I've tried eating them, but they're just too like bland.
And I can't even draw a longhorn. So like I'm challenged when I'm trying to draw it with a pen. So I don't know how I could carve it.
But what's so cool about these is actually we put like iPhone flashlights in there. And so it looks like a candle, but if you're like me and you'd probably burn the place down, you put your phone in there and you're good.
We're clearly very inept people here.
Yes, very, very artistic.
Yes. So next, your top news stories and a look at this week's weather forecast when we come back.
Stay here for more Good Morning Texas. Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. We have Aaron Chansey in our News and Weather Center this morning. What's happening in the latest in the news this week, Aaron?
If you want to beat Super Tuesday lines, now is your chance. Early voting started Monday in Texas. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. until November 4th. Texas was recently declared as a swing state by political tracking site Real Clear Politics, going from a long-standing red electoral hue to purple. Texas last voted for a Democratic candidate in 1976 in the election between Democratic Jimmy Carter and Republican Gerald Ford. Donald Trump holds less than a 5% lead over Hillary Clinton in the Lone Star State, according to Real Clear Politics. After complaints about media bias, Donald Trump has launched his own political broadcast. Monday night, Trump's team launched their nightly campaign coverage live from the Republican nominee's Facebook page. The broadcast was hosted by his campaign advisors Boris Epshteyn and Cliff Sims, featuring interviews with conservative commentator Tomi Lahren and Trump's campaign manager Kellyanne Conway. Some speculate that the broadcast is on track of a Trump television network. However, these claims have been denied. The campaign says the intention of the broadcast is to bring Trump's message directly to the voters. Dinosaurs of a feather flock together, according to a University of Alberta study. Contrary to the popular image of the solitary dinosaur, evidence found in a remote Mongolian desert shares the possibility of social habits among a group of feathered Aviemimus dinosaurs. It's considered common knowledge that the modern bird travels in a flock, but this is the first evidence that the possibility of their ancient ancestors do that too. 18 individuals were uncovered in a small part of the bone bed. As research continues, hundreds more could be discovered.
Thanks, Aaron. Wow, so, I mean, I already thought this presidential debate, this presidential election was crazy enough. One of the professors yesterday said it was the most outrageous presidential debate or election he's ever seen. And now we're hearing that Texas might be a swing state.
Yeah, it could be a swing state, and apparently the candidates are within 5 points of each other. So, as Aaron said, so that's pretty crazy. A lot of people are getting out there to vote. I think the first day of voting was the most popular day ever. I voted. Did you vote?
I'm going to. I mean, we are college students. We're busy, and I went there expecting to be the first in line, and me, unrealistically, was like, I'm going to get there, get it done. But obviously, there was a huge line, and I had to go to class, so I'll be there soon, but...
There are long lines in this talk about Trump starting a broadcast, and he's clearly doing this to secure the Republican base. People are talking about him starting his new network. If he loses the election, and maybe Roger Ailes could potentially be the head of this network. A lot going on with this election.
Yeah, I mean, these next 2 weeks, like you said, are just going to be very intense and very almost unpredictable. And also the dinosaurs. I seriously wish they would have stayed around a little bit longer so I could have met them since they're friendly.
I know, they're social apparently.
Yeah,
so.
that would be such a good example of, don't judge a book by its cover, because they are so scary and kind of ugly. Well, not ugly, I don't want to say ugly.
They're cute.
But yeah, okay, they're cute because they're friendly now, so.
I know, would have been great. How is the weather looking for this week, Aaron?
Well, don't bundle up like a mummy quite yet, because it looks like a wickedly warm Halloween weekend is ahead of us. Today, you can expect a high of 85 degrees, cooling down to around 63 degrees in the late evening. Thursday, all the way through Sunday, we're looking at 86-degree highs with a little bit of variance in the lows. 61 on Thursday, 63 on Friday, 65 on Saturday, and 64 on Sunday. It'll be some fantastic weather, but I think we could all go for some more bone-chilling temperatures right about now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Aaron.
Stick with us for our Halloween-themed episode will continue. Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. We gathered some of our favorite Halloween costumes to help give us some ideas for our own. So Gigi Hadid, who I love by the way, dressed up as Sandy from Grease, the black outfit version.
Oh, that is so cute. What is it that, what does she sing? She
I got chills. Yeah, and with Tell Me About It, Stud, that costume with the big hair and the cigarette. I know, I think that costume's way better than the 50s version. It's easier, first of all, because you just wear black leggings, tight black top, and heels, I think, and tease your hair a little bit.
Tease your hair, or if you're not blonde like us, you can just put a wig on.
That's
or we
true.
can just, we don't have to put a blonde wig on. We can just.
I'm sure people would get it. People would get it even
Yeah.
if you didn't do the blonde wig.
And even, honestly, it would be so cute if, okay, I went as like the 50s, like the innocent one, and then you could be like the rebel.
It could be a duo costume as
See?
well. Or Sandy and Danny, or just two Sandys. Either way works.
Yeah, and then Rita Ora, she dressed up as Barbie.
That is super cute.
So cute. I was actually Barbie in kindergarten.
This is a little bit kicked up a notch, I think. She has the pink dress and the blonde wig as well, which is also easy to do because kind of you could style it however you want. There are so many different types of Barbies, I think, that as long as you wear pink, you could even put a label, the Barbie logo.
Yes, I've even seen some people do a box. They literally wear a box and put the Barbie sign right here, and it's so.
That makes it more humorous.
Yeah, humorous, but when you go to the dance parties, you're not going to be able to dance.
Right. It depends on what you're going for. But Beyonce and Blue Ivy just dressed up as Janet and Michael Jackson, which is so cute. There's a picture of her, Beyonce, kissing Blue Ivy on the cheek. It's just the sweetest thing ever.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny though that she made Blue Ivy be the boy.
I know, she should have let her be the girl.
Yeah, at least she had a little contour on her face though. So
Oh,
it's kinda
did you?
cute.
I didn't notice that. Makeup on a baby though, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, you gotta start them young, you know. Then that way that when they're older, they'll know how to put it on right, and they don't have acne yet, so it's like it's okay, right?
I'm sure Blue Ivy is going to be a pro at makeup.
And then we also know that Emily Ratajkowski dressed up as Marge from The Simpsons.
I'm not a Simpsons fan, but I still love this one. I'm more of a Family Guy kind of person. Like, I could have been Lois or something. I would love that from Family Guy. But this costume with the blue wig is really funny.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was honestly thinking the same thing. I was like, Simpsons, I don't know. But then I saw the blue wig and I was like, okay, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
girl, you got it.
Yeah.
And Katy Perry as a hot Cheeto. That's it.
Yeah, but
Speechless.
I know, right? Like a hot Cheeto. But like, I honestly, when I first heard that she was gonna do that last year, I thought, you know, maybe she meant like a hot Cheeto, like she was gonna wear like just a red dress and be like hot. But then I was like, she was literally a Cheeto
Literally
that could have been in a
Cheeto.
bag.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny for sure, and I'm sure she got a ton of reaction, and everyone loves hot Cheetos, so there's the plus to that.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna be this year, Jillian?
I'm going to be a spider and then the twins from The Shining with one of my friends, which is really creepy. I wanted to do the creepier thing this year, like the dark makeup, the blood everywhere. I don't know. It's more Halloween. It's more in the spirit, if you ask me. What about you?
Yeah, I'm thinking, well, tomorrow I'm thinking about being a flapper girl from the 20s or Jasmine. I haven't actually bought my costume yet, but I'm going either today or tomorrow.
I keep putting it off too.
Yeah, college is just getting in the way. College, go away, please, right?
Go away, but don't. I never want to leave college.
So we'll see what happens this Halloween.
Yes,
maybe I'll see you around.
And next time you see us, you might not recognize one of us because one of us will have our face painted. Find out next on Good Morning Texas. Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. Now that we showed you some costume ideas, we have Jessica Taylor in the studio to show us how to finish it off with the perfect makeup look. So Jessica, tell us a little bit about what you're doing to Rachel right now.
So right now, we're going for the Queen of Hearts look. So we are powdering up her face because that's like the very powder, a lot of blush look. So Rachel's being a good sport, just making it super powdered.
How long does this, she trusts you, so that's good. And how long does this makeup take?
Well, this we can actually do relatively fast. The Queen of Hearts is pretty easy. And all the stuff that I'm using, you can just get at CVS, so it's totally affordable. So we're gonna go on and do some blush now.
Rachel, if you don't have a costume yet, Queen of Hearts,
Oh my goodness.
you're learning how to do the makeup.
Are you hiring?
So.
Can I hire you? Because you said this is easy, but I feel like because you're like a pro at the makeup world, and you have an internship with Matt, correct?
I did do some work with them in high school. Yeah, it was so fun. And then I switched over to do a little bit more with journalism, but
when you worked
fun.
at Mac, did you have to do Halloween makeup during
No,
October?
I didn't, but a lot of the people over there and just makeup artists in general, they love to do Halloween because they get to express a little bit more
Yeah,
of what
I
they
always
like.
think of your face being like a palette when you're a makeup artist. You know,
There's
so many different crevices and so many different styles that you can work with, and Halloween just probably accentuates it all and makes it even more fun.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely an art form. It's awesome. So now we're just gonna blend it up a little bit with our beauty blender.
Oh, I love beauty blenders. They're my life.
Yeah, they're definitely like a fad right now, and I love them. They're so handy.
This makeup palette you have right here is so extensive.
Oh,
I wouldn't even know where to begin. There's how many colors on this thing?
I don't know,
100?
so many, all of the rainbow, honestly.
I can't do math.
The good thing about that palette, though, is that it works for eyeshadow and face and lips.
I'm pretty
so,
sure
you know,
that's 144 colors right there.
Pretty adaptable.
So basically, you have that in your set.
Yeah, there you go. So for the Queen of Hearts, what a lot of people like to do is add a little heart touch on the cheek, so that way people
I wish
know
I could
exactly
see
what
it
they're
right
doing.
now.
I know,
It'll be
it's
a big
I'm
reveal
trusting
at
you.
the
You could be
end.
doing something horrible to my face right now, and I would never know.
Oh, but I would never.
Never.
Can I
That
get
was
you to
very-
hold these?
Only
Of
not
course.
on camera. she'll
My
do
one
that.
duty, and I'm not doing it right. There we go.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna prime your eye a tiny bit.
I've always
Jillian,
learned.
would you actually want to come hold this palette for me? That would be fantastic.
I would love to.
It's a
And I'll
group
hold it
effort
up to
all
show
in
everyone
here.
this amazing.
Close your eyes.
This is like an ad right here. But there are so many colors.
Here we have this.
Which ones are you using?
We're gonna be using the blue tones because this is Queen of Hearts, and she wears like the really high blue. So right now I'm just adding a little bit of eyeshadow powder to Rachel's face.
Do I look pretty?
Yeah, it looks
Do you recognize
really
me? Am I a
great.
different person now?
Not
I'm really
quite
glad
yet.
you got a bar of soap and you don't have to go to class like this though.
I know I have class at 9, but I took one for the team because Jillian has to look pretty when she does her
Close.
stand-up for a serious interview.
Oh God, no.
So the key with this is
If I
that
did
you
my stand-up with that, I would scare away all the employers.
They'd be like, "Are you serious? Seriously?" You'd be like,
No,
"You didn't get the memo? We were all gonna dress up for Halloween."
So the key with this is you start with the lightest colors in closest to the nose, and then you work your way
I do
out.
that. I already do that.
Oh, you're a pro.
So you could have just done it then. Why are you holding this?
Keep your eye closed
You're
for me.
deceiving.
I just mean I do that normally.
So
Like
then
I'm
I'm
not the worst at makeup apparently.
Gonna go in with a blending brush, which you can also buy at CVS for like $4. And I'm gonna help blend.
Thank you for not
part of this
ripping me
in.
off and telling me the cheap prices.
Honestly though, I feel like CVS, sometimes their makeup is pretty expensive.
That's very true.
Like the mascara I get is like $7.
Oh wow, yeah, you know.
It's, I'm a big I'm a big spender. Wait, I need to take another look.
Is it good?
Ooh, it
We're
looks
just
really amazing.
blending.
What are you doing for Halloween? What is your makeup gonna look
For
like?
Halloween, my makeup, I haven't quite decided. I might do something, play it safe, be a lifeguard, or I might do something a little more
But
creative.
you
out
can't
of the
do
box.
makeup like this for a lifeguard.
That's true.
When you go in the pool, it all come off.
You should totally be the Queen of Hearts. But
Oh,
can you do
yeah.
Can you do the makeup to yourself?
I think it'd be more challenging, but I don't see why
Yeah.
not.
But you must be really good at your own makeup if you're like trained and stuff.
You know, I have always loved it, and I just love all art in general. So I would like to think I'm not too bad, but
No, it's looking great so
Modest.
far. Wait, let me take another look.
I mean, if I could do makeup like this, I would be posting it everywhere. I'd be like, everyone come, I'm offering, selling for free something, just
For
so somebody
free,
would know.
selling for free.
Selling for free because people are broke in college and you don't know.
that's very true. People are. That's why this look is super affordable, super fast to do.
You know, I wish people still went trick-or-treating in college though. At least within my apartment
me
building.
too. That would be so fun.
Yeah, it would be great, and I would get so much candy.
I know. I was actually thinking about it because, I mean, I'm 5'3". Some people think I'm still in high school, and like, don't high schoolers, they trick or treat, right? So I was thinking about it, but then I was like, I'm just gonna study.
I think you could pull it off. People would be into it.
Thanks. I'm gonna be a young grandma.
Yeah, you know.
Such a young grandma.
So if you have more time, you can really mess around with this blush line.
And what would you suggest for the lips?
For the lips, I would definitely suggest doing like a bright red lip. That way it really
Can you
just,
put
like,
that on her
accentuates.
lips? What is that?
Yeah, I can, well, this is actually like a paste blush. It's like what a lot of people use in the haunted houses and stuff to make like the gory look around their stitches.
I know all about that. Yeah, that makeup at House of Terror was pretty on point. You would walk in and the Joker would look like the actual Joker, and their mustaches were curled, some of the creepy butlers. They were great at it.
Wait, who's doing your makeup? All your gory makeup, Jillian?
For this weekend?
Yeah.
So now we can
Well,
add
a
a little
spider, I feel like I
glitter.
just draw a web. I'm just gonna look up a tutorial online.
Or
for
you can
that.
get Jessica.
Or you can hire
available.
Jessica. Available for hire. What are we doing now?
We're just adding some glitter on the highlight
Little
region.
glitter can never hurt.
Maybe I should just wear this to class.
You know, I think your professors would enjoy it,
to
that's
you.
for sure.
Dr. Chris?
You would love it. Honestly, if you explained yourself, I feel like you would love it, actually.
And then the Queen of Hearts does a more dramatic cat eye, so if we want to end with that. can
Final
you
touch?
Open for me,
Oh.
and then close. The trick to the perfect cat eye is to start with your eye open, and then close.
Looks fab, girl.
Open, close. We're gonna make it even more dramatic.
And voila, here we are, Queen of Hearts.
You can add a red lip, you can not, you can spare yourself, you can...
Well, thank you so much, Jessica,
Yeah,
for
of
joining
course.
us.
Thank you for joining
Happy
us.
to
It was
do
a pleasure.
Yes, I'm going to start out on this side. Thank you for tuning in to Good Morning Texas. Look at that. We'll see you next week. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Good Morning TX.
Have a great Halloween weekend, everyone.
Look at that.